In 2022, the Golden State Warriors won their 4th championship in 8 years. But how good were they really? They weren't the most dominant team in the regular season. They weren't the betting favorites. They weren't even supposed to be here. Steph was too old. Klay was too broken. Draymond was too loud. And without Kevin Durant, they said the dynasty was dead. But then, the 2022 Warriors happened, and everything changed. Of all the titles the Warriors have won in the Steph era, this one meant the most.
What does it mean to you to be handed that trophy again?
I mean, it means the world. I just want to give all the credit to these players and these coaches. This is probably the most meaningful one because we came back. The last 2 years were very difficult, and what they've had to go through, and the injuries, fantastic, and I love every one of them for what they've done.
Not 2015. Critics called that one a fluke. Not 2017 or 2018. They were too good, too stacked, too hated. But 2022, that was redemption. That was heart. That was legacy. That was the one that proved they didn't need KD. That the core, Steph, Klay, Dre, could still rise to the top. That the dynasty wasn't over. It was evolving. The season before had been painful. Steph had gone nuclear, and it still wasn't enough. They lost in the play-in. Twice.
Lost the ball, that's it. The Lakers are in the playoffs. The Warriors need to play on Friday. And that will do it. Done crowd here at the Chase Center. What a performance from this brilliant young point guard.
But there was hope. Steph was still elite. Draymond still anchored one of the league's best defenses. And the return of Klay Thompson was on the horizon. They weren't a contender yet, but they were building towards something. The Western Conference had no juggernaut. Phoenix had the best record. Memphis had the most swag. But nobody felt inevitable. And when Ja Morant said, "I'm fine in the West," he lit the wrong fire.
Who do you look at around the league as you're studying and say, we're going to have to run through them?
Celtics.
No one in the West.
Nah, I'm fine in the West.
The Warriors were listening. And they remembered. After 941 days, Klay Thompson walked back onto the court. 2 catastrophic injuries. 2 years lost.
The boys are back in town and the Warriors are back in the finals for the 6th time in 8 years. And Klay Thompson, he's been a major reason why. The 5-time All-Star, remember, he spent over 900 days away from the NBA game, rehabbing 2 major injuries. And his return has the Dubs knocking on the championship door yet again.
And yet, he still mattered.
And Klay down the lane will put it up and in!
He still moved like a Splash Brother. He still knew how to win with Steph and Draymond.
Yeah, true joy. Thompson for 3. Here's Klay Thompson for 3. 3rd 3 of the night for Thompson.
No, he wasn't all the way back, but he was back enough. And for this team, that was everything. By playoff time, the Warriors were healthy and hungry. Denver handled in 5.
And the Golden State Warriors starting to get that old championship look in their eyes as they dispatch of Jokic and the Nuggets and win it 102-98.
Memphis, tough, physical, emotional.
Lee throws it away. Williams jumps the roof.
But beaten 6.
The Golden State Warriors are headed back to the Western Conference Finals.
Dallas, Luka shined, But Golden State had too much firepower. Just 5 games.
He's back. They're on their feet, and their Warriors are going to the NBA Finals again.
3 rounds, 3 different challenges, and each time they passed the test. If you're enjoying this breakdown, hit that like button and subscribe to 3 Point Revolution. We've still got more champions to break down in this series, and it only gets deeper from here. Now, back to the content. Down 2-1 in the finals. On the road. In the Garden. Boston fans roaring. And then, Steph happened. 43 points. Game-saving threes. Contested. Logo. Didn't matter.
Curry again. Oh, Steph Curry from way downtown. Curry, another long-distance shot. It's good. Steph Curry. Back-to-back long-distance threes and a 5-point lead for the Warriors. To Payton. Payton at all time in the world. Curry, three-pointer. Puts it in. 33 for Steph Curry.
That wasn't just a performance. It was a legacy statement. That night, he didn't just shift the series. He ended it. The Celtics never recovered.
It's over. The Golden State Warriors return to a familiar place. They're on top of the NBA world. The 4th title in 8 years. The Dubs Dynasty is still very much alive.
And anyone still doubting Steph? They ran out of arguments. Draymond Green was still the heartbeat, directing traffic, switching everything, doing the dirty work.
Looking for Durant. Durant pulls quickly on Green.
Klay found his rhythm just in time.
Steph found Klay again and was already running back.
Looney, solid as ever.
Thompson on one leg. Looney with the rebound but falls down.
Jordan Poole, electric, bursting with confidence.
With a spirit bomb.
But the biggest surprise? Andrew Wiggins, the former #1 pick, the so-called bust. In these finals, he became a star. He defended Tatum, rebounded like a center, and scored when it mattered.
Here's Wiggins. Wiggins down the lane and the flush.
You could argue, Wiggins was the second best Warrior in the series. And don't forget Gary Payton II. He broke his elbow, came back, and made plays that saved games.
It's here. Payton knocked it away.
That's championship DNA. Everyone talks about the threes, but in 2022, it was the defense that sealed the deal. Wiggins.
Drives, kicks it back out. Tatum fakes Wiggins all over him. And a travel called on Tatum.
Dre.
Warriors this season. Durant rises up over Green, misses.
Looney.
Yeah, Euro step.
GP2.
I'm not worried. He's a great shooter. He'll figure it out.
Klay.
We got plenty of time. Don't give up now.
Even Otto Porter gave them solid minutes.
Booker gives it to Crowder. Made one from that spot earlier.
They finished the year top 3 in defensive rating. And in the finals, they made the highest scoring team in the East look ordinary. Some people tried to downplay it. Boston was inexperienced. Really? Tatum and Brown had already made multiple deep playoff runs.
Gets the step on Brown. Help from Drummond. Wild attempt. 17 and 15 years in the NBA. All the way out on the break is Brown.
They were the finals favorites, and they stole Game 1 in Golden State. They weren't inexperienced. They just got outplayed. Others said the Warriors had it easy. No Suns, no Nuggets. Well, they beat the Nuggets in the first round. The Suns? They lost to Dallas, and the Warriors beat Dallas. That's not a break, that's business. Bottom line, Golden State beat every team in front of them. 4 rounds, no excuses, no asterisks. This title was the Warriors' most important because it validated the whole journey. The titles with KD, earned, but polarizing. This one, unquestionable.
You always had a doubt, but you know how long the road is to get back here because of how hard it is to win on this level. Boston's a great team. Every team we played in the West is great teams, but we found a way to just get it done.
Steph finally got his finals MVP. Wiggins resurrected his narrative. The dynasty was alive again. And we had no idea how fleeting it would be. You'd have never guessed Poole, Wiggins, and Klay would all be gone by 2025. But for that year, 2022, the Golden Dynasty shined brighter than ever before. So, how good were the 2022 Warriors really? They weren't the most dominant. They didn't win 67 games, but they were resilient, battle-tested, and balanced. And when it mattered the most, they were unbeatable. They knew when to hit the gas and when to let experience do the work. They overcame doubt, rebuilt from within, and reminded the world that you can never count out champions. If I had to give them a 2K style championship rating, I'd give them a solid A. Elite execution, veteran poise, and the most satisfying title of the Dynasty era. If you missed earlier episodes in this series, check out how good were the 2019 Raptors really, for the team that made the most of the moment. Or, how good were the 2020 Lakers really, to revisit the Bubble Crown. Hey, thanks for watching. This is AB from 3 Point Revolution. We'll catch you on the next run.